So because we're hiding away from all of the smoke happening down in Los Angeles up here at my aunt's place in San Francisco, we decided, you know what, why not swing by where my grandfather was buried and just pay our respects. But because ya boy was involved, yesterday didn't exactly go according to plan. Because the place is like 3 hours away, we all decided to wake up and get out of here before the crack of dawn, and I swear I set my alarm. But there's literally nothing worse than being woken up to the sound of, "You ready to go yet?" "Yeah." I was not ready to go. Already off on the wrong foot here, but we're just getting started because your boy wakes up with a headache and there's only one thing that can fix that, his good old caffeine fix for the morning. Murphy's Law explains that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I can definitely attest to this, as I'm already running ridiculously late, and I've made a cup of coffee or two in my lifetime. I know how to make a cup of coffee, okay? But for some reason this morning I apparently didn't, as I broke the filter not once, not twice, but thrice. I was on the last step of making it 3 times and then had to throw everything out because the filter burst, which means all of the raw coffee grounds got dumped right into my mug, and then had to wash everything out, get a new filter, reboil some more water, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So yeah, we didn't get in the car until like an hour and a half past when we were supposed to have left because of me. It also didn't help that the night before I had one of those like random sleepless nights, but I just grabbed an energy drink from the fridge to take care of that. If you can't make your own sleep, store-bought is fine. 3 hours later, we arrive at the graveyard. I put on my mask, step out of the car, and my family starts making our way to where the particular gravestone is located. Now this is an old graveyard, and some of the tombstones aren't exactly the kind that stick up like you see in movies. They're more just like the plaques that are in the ground, and some of them have sunk down throughout the years. And I may have stepped in one without realizing it and tripped and fell. And the worst part was that it was the graveyard stone of a baby. I know. I was mortified. My family was mortified. The baby was mortified. And finally it was time to pay our respects, which is a very personal and very special moment. But unfortunately, I only had one thing on my mind the entire time. Thanks to all of the caffeine I had consumed 3 hours earlier, I have to poop. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, we drive around for a little bit to find a public restroom for me, because trust me, it was very much needed, and finally spot one, so I jump out of the car and I start making my way to it when I realize, wait a minute, I feel like I'm missing something. Something feels naked. You know, like when you have those dreams, sort of, shirt check, pants check, I forgot my mask in the car. It was too late now. My family in the car had already driven off to not like get a ticket for just stopping in the middle of the road, so I had to just... That was the character that this, frankly, like, very pleasant, very nice and lovely woman decided to stop and hold a conversation with about how strange the weather's been lately and what's up with you. And in that moment, I have to poop so bad. My neck hurts from craning over so much. But I can't be rude to this lady. I have to carry on this conversation that I desperately don't want to have. I just have to poop so bad. Until the voice of my stomach is louder than the voice of my head, and I have to rudely cut her off, apologize, and make my way and do the business. So that was my day yesterday. How was yours? I don't understand how this keeps happening to me. But I guess on the upside, it does make for interesting stories. I chose this shirt very specifically to tell you that story. I'll see you next week, hopefully with not quite as embarrassing of a story, although knowing me. And in the meantime, remember, stay positive. Oh, shoot, I was filming a video where my grandfather was buried a few years ago. A few years ago, it was last year. It feels like an eternity ago. That's really freaking sad. I'm not gonna use that take.